twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the
All right, folks, we're back. Could you get a message everywhere? I'm telling you, Diane. I'm telling the tech department. Can you get a message everywhere? Apologizing for the technical delay, but we're up. Just put something somewhere. I don't know where we put it. I apologize. I got to get my jewelry on here. I have jewels. All right. So what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. All right. Because we're going to get the ball rolling. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Hi, Diane. So let me tell you what happens, okay? I'm going to explain this to you. So if you, I do not know why this is I send my broadcast signal on a NVIDIA GeForce RXT, a Core i9 processor here. So I always shut this computer down at about 7:30 in the morning. I shut this computer down. And I bring it back up because that's the best way not to have. I bring it back up at about 7:50. This morning it would not come back up. Don't ask me why. I don't know what happened. It would not come back up. So our sincere apology. The answer is yes. I mean, I don't know where we can get the message to. Start telling your friends we're on. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Hi, Diane. Now, we've got a lot to go over, so we've got to jump right in here. We've got to jump right in. Yes, Trump met with Xi Jinping, right? He met with Xi Jinping. There is a claim of a trade deal. Let's see what I have here. I know I have it. So there's a couple things I want to talk about before we get to number 111. And I'm sorry about what happened, but we're here. We're powering through. Now, Trump says he strikes a deal with Xi Jinping. Now, we'll get into that, all right? I don't blame the president of the United States for being positive. I think you guys are. I appreciate the kind words. I don't blame the president of the United States for being positive. Now, we're on day 30 of the shutdown. What they want to lead you to believe is people are starving to death or going to starve to death. You know what I think? I think we'll finally find out. Are you ready? Hang tight. Let's see. Give me 117, Diane. Diane, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm freezing. My God, it's cold. It is cold. All right. Millions set to lose food assistance this weekend. I'm going to tell you, we're finally going to get the answer to the age-old question. What's in the can that the label came off? Yeah, we're finally going to find out. We're down. What are we down to? We're down to the can. And which one is that? You know, the can where the label came off? 132, right? That's the can. We're down to the can where the label came off, right? U.S. government shut down. That's what. And we're going to start. You're going to go up there and going to say, oh, Lord, Not succotash. Oh, I had succotash 3 times last week. You ever watch videos of the 40s where video first started, audio, and they got some audio with it, and they would go into the Appalachians and Appalachian Mountains and ask the folks what supper was like, and they'd have, some beans and taters, and that's all they had, but they can make a meal out of it. Just say it. So you're not going to have ice cream, but we're on day 30 of the shutdown. But we do know progress they may be making progress at this time. Oh, wow, just in time. Do you think we've gotten up to the edge and progress will be made? Or do you think Monday EBT cards will no longer work? So 118, we're going to talk about this because what I want to do is I'm going to give you a couple things. We're going to go to break and come back, but I want to lay some things out because I want to get set back up here. The ACA healthcare premiums. So I've been talking to people that work in hospitals. Forget the deep state corporate corrupt media. I've been talking to people that work at intake centers in large hospitals. I've been talking to people that work at insurance companies. I've been talking to different people that actually are on the scale there with the jobs. Let me say this. We're going to talk about this, but it's called the truth. Let me get a shot of... Oh, by the way, let me get a shot of coffee. Where's that at, Diane? I like that one. Diane, I'm freezing. Give me number 101. Frost out there. No, it's no frost. Right. Bipartisan Senate pair proposes repealing coffee tariffs. Get a shot of coffee. I tell you what, Trump, whatever you did with Xi Jinping, I hope it's great. Bada bing, bada boom. Sell some soybeans. I get it. I'm with you. Get a handle on my damn coffee prices. Just saying. I had to put that out there. Now, moving back to where were we just moments ago? Number 118. All right. This is the truth. You keep hearing about the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, and they've had 10 years. We're going to talk about let's see, 2010. The Republicans have had 10 years. Democrats had how many years? They've had a lot of years. Nothing done. Now, rise of average 26%. Business owners. Call and talk to business owners. Business owners in the private sector that offer their employees health care. The business sectors and the jobs, let me just say this, the jobs in the behemoth billion-dollar, trillion-dollar corporations are going away. Those jobs that offered health care, none of this, everything has been set up. The jobs that offer health care, where those big billion-dollar corporations, right, can make massive deals. Now, there's a couple reasons why there's a total readjustment and realignment coming, and that's what this is. Because it would only make common sense for the Democrats to vote 30 days ago or 31 and do a clean CR and negotiate on behalf of the American people. That would only make sense, right? And if the Republicans were serious and they have a government shutdown because they want to do right by the American people, it wouldn't have been in the last 30 days. It would have been in the last 10 years. So don't go with any of this as some corrupt politician and organized crime wanting to do the right thing for you. It's all set up. It's all in alignment. We're going to break it down and share it with you right now. So let's stay here. I was going to take a break, but now I'm all wound up. I got coffee. I don't know how long I'll be able to afford that, right, with the insurance. Take that down, but don't forget that number. So, jobs. Now, let me say something now. I'm going to put it very nice. Pay attention. That's about as nice as I can put it. Pay attention. So, we have this whole thing about bada bing, bada boom, jobs, remember? Give me number. I thought I had a couple here earlier. 127, we've talked about Amazon. 126. We got a lot to go over. It's a 6-hour show, Diane. Buckle up. No, not really, but now, where's it at? Write this down. Amazon. Now, I'm going to show you something, okay? And I'm going to show you something nobody else is showing you. And I know Steve Bannon is over there telling you about the, he's over there telling you about Trump's third term, and others over there, the influencers that are making all the big cha-ching. You know, they're investigating the assassination of Charlie Kirk and how much money Jewish people have. I get it. I'm not arguing with that. Oh, now I got it. So, number 55. This is going to go together with the shutdown. I'm telling you right now, government employees, the shutdown, it all goes together. The reason there's a rise in premiums, the reason I think everything has to collapse. Now, I don't know if it will totally collapse, but this could be the realignment and the adjustment in all things we were waiting on. Because AI, how long did you think before I said AI? Now, layoffs are piling up, rising worker anxiety. Anxiety. But there's a pill for that. Here are some companies that have cut jobs recently. Now, remember, the government workers, that's shrinking. The federal government. So we're going to go through these 56, as you can see some of the names. Now, Diane, I'm going to go 57. I'm just going to start clicking them off. All right. 57, General Motors moved to lay off about 1,700 workers across manufacturing sites. Paramount, number 58. In long-awaited cuts just months after completing its $8 billion merger with Skydance, Paramount is going to lay off 2,000 people. Okay. Number 59, Amazon. Amazon said Tuesday it will cut 14,000 corporate jobs, close to 4%. CEO Andy Jassy previously said he anticipated generative AI would reduce Amazon's corporate workforce in the coming years. Number 60, United Parcel Services has disclosed about 48,000 job cuts this year as part of a turnaround effort. Okay. Give me number 61, Target. Last week, Target that it would eliminate 1,800 corporate positions, 8%. Nestle, number 62. In mid-October, Nestle said it would be cutting 16,000 jobs globally, not just here. 63, Lufthansa, 4,000 jobs by 2030. 64, this is the company that makes the fat shot. I didn't say it, Trump did. The fat shot, 64. Novo, whatever. Danish pharmaceutical company said it would cut 9,000 jobs, about 11,000 of the workforce. They make Ozempic the fat shot. Number 65, Microsoft said they'd be laying off 6,000 workers across the workforce. And just months later, the tech giant said it would be cutting 9,000 positions. Procter & Gamble, I'm going somewhere with this, hang tight. Number 66. In June, Procter & Gamble said it would cut 7,000 jobs. Number 67, window shopping opens for the 2026 Affordable Care Act. Right? Give me number... Where's that sucker at? I had it here. Give me number 83. Oh, by the way, we're the ACA premium surge hits home. The anticipated spike in the Affordable Care Act premiums came into focus this week. And where's my 26% one? We'll go back there and now we'll start laying out the facts of this shutdown. I've got it here somewhere. Said 26%. Give me number 118, Diane. Give me 118. Give me 118, 119. Then we're going to back. There you go. And then go to 119. Right? Food bank sound alarm with government aid running out, and back to 118. Now, okay, so government purge. People waiting, 41 million people, illegals all over this country. So there's a lot of things good that could happen. Good that can happen. Right? Maybe, well, there's no jobs. Okay. Maybe people will enter back into certain areas of the workforce. Now, on those jobs, I'm going to look at you right now and tell you they're not coming back. They're not coming back. I think we will be, for the next 3 years, if not more, discussing how these $1 trillion, that's all they care about. That's all they care about. Give me this one right here. I mean, they're not going to tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth. I don't get stuck over in nonsense land. All right? I really don't. 21, 22. And I have this one right here. I'm going to get it for you. 21, 22. Behind the curtain, how an AI job apocalypse unfolds. Trying to rush it. Give me the next one. Right after that one. Unlocking human potential in AI economy. Stay with me. I had one here I wanted to show you that very important. We got the robot wandering around the house. We'll get to that in just a minute. So give me I had it here a minute ago because I want to show you something that is going to be very. I know we're talking about trade, Xi Jinping. I got that. CBS, Louisiana. Um, Feds are cutting the rate, 42. They're cutting the rate. All right. 44. 44. We have a congressional staff warned first missed paychecks. And 46. NVIDIA. I'm going to bring all this home. I know you're wondering. I'm going to bring it home, I promise. NVIDIA hits $5 trillion valuation. Now, if the stock market, all right, if these people would announce that they can increase revenue and cut 50,000 jobs because of AI, the stock market on this product will explode. No care whatsoever about the 50,000 people that no longer have a job. So here's what I'm going to tell you. All right? Those jobs aren't coming back. I doubt there will be announcements of companies that are creating jobs and investment that's creating jobs. You will hear these announcements. But in these corporations that are trimming back and have always had the plans to do it, they're not going to pay the health care increase. Where are those people getting their health care? Right? Let's just say 30,000 more people. Where are they getting their health care? Now let's get serious for a minute of everything going on, and let's cut through the Mike Johnson and Hakeem Jeffries and the Chuck U. Schumer and the John Thune. Let's cut through every bit of their bullshit, because that's what it is. It's all bullshit. All right? These jobs are not coming back. Where are those people going for their health insurance? Where are they going for their next job? I mean, you got automated UPS trucks. Don't need to see a sign one day on one of the networks saying UPS hiring back 50,000 people. I don't see this coming back. Now, here's the thing in the massive collapse. It's called tax revenue. Oh, yes, tax revenue. So if robots start doing all the work at Amazon, are the robots going to go over and pick up their paychecks and say, oh, crap, who the hell is FICA? Right? No. So the federal government, your state government. Now, why do you think in Georgia, why do you think that they continue to pull a political stunt like they're going to end state sales income tax? They're going to shift. It's going to shift. The federal government. Let's see, if we lose boom, 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 and cha-ching and carry the 1 and subtract the 3 and divide by 9 and we get 82, who's going to pay the tax? Right? Who's going to pay the tax? There's no revenue coming in. That's exactly right, folks. The collapse and the rebuild has to have revenue. And if the people are not pulling a paycheck, how are they going to tax the robots? Are they going to charge you? Are you going to have to start recording how many robots you have? Let's say this. What if you were to do this V3?
Probably less than a car is my prediction long term. Now, it'll take us a minute to get to the long term, but fundamentally at scale, the Optimus robot, you should be able to buy an Optimus robot for, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and what can it do? It'll basically do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks, whatever you can think of, it will do. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think this will be the biggest product ever of any kind. Yeah.
Is Jeeves going to pay taxes? Are you going to have to, claim Jeeves on your tax return? Are you going to get in trouble because Jeeves doesn't have a green card? Right? Are you going to get in trouble if you don't report matching Social Security for Jeeves? Where does the tax revenue come from? Folks, it is happening. It's happening right before your eyes. And it will continue to happen. And the structure. And they have you looking. All right, so I'm going to bring up Arctic frost in a minute. I'm with you on that. Okay? Couldn't agree more. I mean, we should be lining up criminals. The FBI should have specialized paddy wagons rounding people up. I get it. But you're going to have people all day long on podcasts talking about Arctic frost, and I get it. You're going to have people all day long talking about the fact that Tulsi Gabbard got shut down and cannot investigate any foreign possible interference in Charlie Kirk's assassination. I get it. You're going to have that all day long. And they do that on purpose, and everything is set up on purpose, so you're not looking over here and saying, wait a minute. I wish someone would have told me this. Now, the tax revenue is coming. Electric cars. They got to figure out how they tax electric cars. The shutdown. Now, let's go here. Now, Gavin Newsom will not shut the hell up about federal troops. We're going to talk about that. But look at this. Who's going to pay all these bills? Number 36. Well, that's California. Folks, this is nationwide. It's California, but it's nationwide. They passed a $1.3 trillion green shit bill, right? I'm serious. Cow flatulence, cow farts, right? And investments. And you got tax breaks if you put a damn solar panel on top of your car as you drove around. I'm serious. But it went bust after they stole all the money. California state retirement. This is October 28th. This is not 10 years ago. California State Retirement Fund lost 71% of $468 million put in clean energy. Won't say how. Now they have this thing called calipers, California PERS, right? That handle their retirement. 37. The California Public Employees Retirement System for state employees lost 71% of its $468 million investment in clean energy technology private equity fund. State records show. Every morning when you get up, they have stolen someone somewhere in the organized crime of 50 states. Well, 53, is it Obama? What are we up to? Anyhow, organized crime all across this country where these politicians steal. Look at this. The losses are a major problem for California taxpayers. Well, that won't happen here. Oh, wait a minute. It won't? California taxpayers, who at least for now are the backstop for the underfunded state pensions, but also the state employees who trust to responsibly manage their retirement plans. Cal Peers says its pension benefits are only 79% funded, leaving the state and the taxpayers on the hook for another 21%, according to the recent report from Reason Foundation. Their pension shortfall is approximately, give or take, $1 billion. Their shortfall is $180 billion. And here, this guy is on TV like he's a candidate and a front runner to be the next president of the United States. You can't make any of this up. Now, go back to this and let me get out because, people, by the time I get done with this, people probably starve to death. They don't have, we're going to find out what's in the can that has no friggin' label on it. It's coming, 118, right? ACA healthcare premiums, 26% increase. Private companies, I'm hearing 18, 20, 25, and 30% increase for private companies, not the ACA. So if you think healthcare insurance companies, right, you will never hear the Democrats or Republicans talk one time about an insurance company because they're bringing in not $1 billion, they're bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars. And you know what they do with that? They buy stock and bonds. They buy bonds. They buy our debt. We're trillions underwater. And what they need to do is keep taking out of our pockets, giving to them. So someone, not just insurance companies, obviously, could keep financing this company. And that's you. So private companies have to pay another 30%. If you're in the ACA, you could go up 26% on average. But wait a minute. This is where I touch the third rail. We love law enforcement. We love our first responders. We love our ambulance drivers, our fire truck. We love them. We really, really do. But I wonder who pays their insurance. Because we are a country now top heavy in state employees, county employees, city employees, not to mention government employees. We talk about the government all the time, the feds. We never talk about the states. You ever heard, I don't know where you're at, but in my state, I don't hear a damn politician talk about cutting nothing. Nothing. They keep bragging about what they increase. I mean, we're run by Republicans in Georgia. Yes, and they brag. And they gave the counties this magic drug called, I mean, it's worse than friggin' heroin. I'm serious. I'm not playing no games. It's more addictive than heroin. It's called Splost. And in Georgia, we have these special purpose local option taxes. Yes. And then they'll tell you it keeps your property tax down. Right? But you know what? You keep paying the taxes. You keep paying the taxes. You have private insurance. And let me look at this camera right now and tell anyone driving an ambulance, a fire truck, or a police car, or any of you out there in the first responder line of duty, teachers, If you look back at me and think that I don't appreciate you, that's your problem, not mine. Because I do appreciate you. I've always supported you. But guess what? We, the taxpayers, support you when you go to the doctor. So we pay the 26% increase on the ACA. We got a $400 deductible or a copay to go to the hospital. So we sit down at the little desk where the lady or the guy or the purple-haired person with 3 nose rings is saying, do you have insurance? Let me make a copy of your card. Your copay is $400. Okay, boom. Worked my ass off this weekend flipping burgers. Hey, here's what I'm going to give it all to you. Then the next person comes up and says, oh, yeah, well, I got a problem. Okay, your copay is $25. Who are you? I'm a teacher. I'm a policeman. I am a fireman. Oh. So I'm paying the municipal 26% increase out of my tax money. Then I'm paying 26% on my own increase. And then I'm paying a $400 copay. And you're over here, zero copay or $25. I'm doing something wrong. They're not the bad guys. They're not the bad people. Folks, the tax base is eroding. You cannot keep, I know, well, it's a guy, so I'll say that. Let's not get confused on our pronouns. So I have a friend. He has worked for the government since he's worked for local government since he's 18 years old. 18 years old, okay? And I get it. And he has worked since he's 18 years old in a necessary position. Close to my age, has never drawn a paycheck in his entire life that it did not come from local government out of property tax. Property tax has paid this guy since he's 18 years old. And that's okay. I mean, that's okay. I'm not saying every single position has to go. People could judge me any way they want. I'm just being honest with you. And I brought a subject up one time, and this individual said, my taxes pay for that also. Okay. I said, yes, but you understand your taxes is in a cycle. When you get a paycheck and they take taxes out of you, the money they take out of you is what they received and is going to pay back into the coffer. It's not fresh money. You get that, right? That, yes, you have taxes come out of your check, but it's not comparable to me having taxes come out of my check. You get that, right? Because if more people like me don't have taxes come out of my check, you don't have a damn check to think you're paying taxes on. You can't keep feeding yourself out of the same pot. Something has to contribute. And that's what we're getting at. The tax base is shrinking. All these jobs are going away. Who's going to pay the taxes? Right? Where are they going to get the tax base? You just keep in mind, I might be dead and gone. I don't usually say stuff like that. I'm serious as it can be. I might be dead and gone, and you'll have to pull this up and say, the damn guy told us that day that this whole shutdown is a ruse. Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959.
Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done.
Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Divorce is tough, but your finances don't have to be. I'm David Cross, and I'm a certified divorce financial analyst practitioner. My job is to help you get a fair financial settlement in your divorce and to guide you to smarter money decisions. Find out how we can help you. U.S. Asset Management. It's your money and your future.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. We are in the midst right now, and I would say within the next 4 years. We're currently in it right this minute. It's been taking place. And 5 years, within the next 5 years, will be the largest municipal group of retirees all across the country. And they want their money. So if you believe, remember when Arnold was the governor and they were opening storage doors and selling old storage units of deaths to try to pay down the California debt? But miraculously, like a miracle, it was cleaned up, right? And then Chris Christie got elected because he was going to fix the teacher, right, pension problem that could never be fixed, never. But just miraculously, you don't hear about it. Then you have Illinois, which you can look into. California, Illinois, New Jersey, the list goes on. State after state after state, unfunded, unable to meet. I mean, we just looked at California. It's not possible. I mean, when you're broke, you are broke. It's like the movie Dumb and Dumber. Remember at the end when the suitcase didn't have any more money? And Lloyd Christmas looked at her and said, they're as good as cash. They're IOUs. We're good for it. Like, are we really Dumb and Dumber? Those are IOUs. Look at this one. A car, $276,000. We're good for it. They're IOUs. All right. Now, this is true. 125. The lady, I'm going to go with this. I know I have been negative on the country of Mexico, but Claudia Sheinbaum is in Mexico in fear, right? I'm serious. Cartels have taken over the Southern Hemisphere. Joe Biden, we'll call it Joe Biden at the interest of time. Joe Biden allowed the border to open. You are correct when you say, well, they're voters. But what you really have to focus on is the cartels that set up branch offices all across this country. I'm going to tell you why we have not gone after truly in the inner cities, the cartels. And I'm going to tell you why, because we don't want this. Remember yesterday in Rio? Give me video 4.
Os cria, porra! Porra! Eita, filha da puta!
Now that's Rio de Janeiro, okay? And we don't want that on the American streets. And this is not a top story anywhere in any of our networks. All right. All they want to talk about is the drug boats. And take that off the list. I'm going to get a robot. I'll get a robot. Yeah, I'm getting a robot. It's cold today. All right. So, they don't want to talk about it. Give me number. You have to go around. You got to look for this. They do not want that on the streets. Give me 94. Because I've said this before. I've had phone calls with people. This is it. We have this in this country. Yes, we do. Gangs bomb police with drones in retaliation for Rio de Janeiro raid. Red Command members respond with gunfire after biggest ever police assault on city's drug trafficking. Colombia. You know, if I hear one more time that one of those damn drug boats, well, we don't know. They did not get their due process. Are you really going to go against the Constitution? No. I wish no one would have went against the Constitution for the last 25 years and put us in this shape. So look at here. You got to go around the world. Right there, what you just heard, they don't want it to happen in this country. And it is out there, folks. Give me number. I know I have it. I had it this morning. Let me get it here. Remember this number 17? I showed you this yesterday. Right? Rio de Janeiro. And then give me, hold on, I think that's it. I'll look it up in a minute. Give me number 50. I had to go to Istanbul to get this. This should be top story everywhere, right? 119 are dead in deadly Rio raid. Yes, 115 suspects and 4 officers. That's why Chicago, that's why we don't want this. That's what could be coming. Yes, Pritzker is mad. They're all mad. We want to clean up the streets. What you're watching right here now, a police raid and ensuing clashes with drug trafficking gang in Rio de Janeiro. The death toll, including 115 criminals, 4 police officers, right? Now, they have, in Brazil, they had to put people on the streets. These individuals were in the woods equipped with camouflage clothing, vest, weapons. All right. So I said, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see here. I know I have it somewhere. Because I went in and I said, well, wait a minute. Now, if that is happening, is there actually, could that be tied to Venezuela? So give me number 69. Venezuela-based gangs, right? This is Rio de Janeiro. Venezuela-based gangs are increasingly active in Brazil, with recent reports indicating that the Venezuelan gang Trandiagua, would that be the same Trandiagua in Colorado, Aurora Springs, or wherever it was? Would that be the same Trandiagua, the cartels all across this country? In Argentina, Venezuela has expanded to Brazil and formed ties with a major Rio de Janeiro cartels, including the Commando whatever, their cartel. These developments are contributing to ongoing drug violence and cartel wars in Rio. That's not top story. That Trey Diagua is working in this country, that we have cartels. Now, Claudia Sheinbaum in Mexico, Trump is right when he looks at you and he says, hey, you know what? She's living in fear. They run Mexico. And then you have this right here. Let me show you something here. I have it here. I'm going to show it to you. Somebody's going to tell me something about Ukraine. That's going to set me just right off and missing a paycheck. You know what? Let me just say this. There's a lot of Americans out there that missed a paycheck. All right. I got something else I wanted to show you here, Diane, before I run to break. Here it is. Give me number 73, right? So buy time now. You know what? Earlier today, at the direction of President Trump, the Department of War carried out a lethal kinetic strike on yet another narco-trafficking vessel. If you don't want blown out of the water, keep your damn boat tied to the dock. Keep the drugs off the boat. Don't start floating this direction, because if it comes from Colombia, well, Trump just wants the Venezuelan oil. You know, there was a time, you go do your own research, where Venezuela was very, very wealthy, and the people of Venezuela were very wealthy with their oil and the sale of their oil. Very wealthy. This is a drug cartel country, and don't put the boat in the water. I'm just telling you. Now, they're mad. Oh, yeah, they're mad. Give me number 105 or 106. Oh, they're losing their you know what. Four killed in another U.S. strike on suspected drug boat. Not one word this morning on any of these networks about 115 and 4 officers dead in Rio de Janeiro and the wars. You see, that's the reason. Let me just show you this one more time before I go to break. This is what's happening. They don't want you to hear this. And they don't want 4 officers or military dead in our street. Because God knows, if 115 gang members, drug members, selling and killing little children, 12 and 13 years old and younger, in our cities with these lethal drugs, this poison, our children, this media would come out and defend those people laying in the street dead. Give me video 4 just a second before we go to break.
cria, porra! Porra! Essa filha da puta!
They are prepared in this country. Yes, they are prepared in this country, in your cities, in your towns, in your local communities. Cartels operate. And I have to tell you, if President Trump is sincere, and I feel he is, I don't care, blow every damn boat out of the water. I don't care. Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico, call her up and tell her we will give you cover. We'll help you any way we can. But stop the poison. Stop what's happening in this entire hemisphere. And especially take care of our children. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got Arctic Frost. I want to do that one. And then I've got one more I want to do. Let's see. The internal war of the next election. Yes, that's what they claim. Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Divorce is tough, but your finances don't have to be. I'm David Cross, and I'm a certified divorce financial analyst practitioner. My job is to help you get a fair financial settlement in your divorce and to guide you to smarter money decisions. Find out how we can help you. U.S. Asset Management. It's your money and your future.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
Hi, how are you? How are you? Okay, let me get that one. I'm going through my social media. You know, they did this. They did it. They turned it all the way around. They want people fighting each other. That's what they want. They want it divided, fighting each other. They don't want, that's what they want. Every last damn one of them. You know, there is yesterday, I'm not going to say it right now. I'm going to hold my position till after next Tuesday. I will explain. Next Tuesday's election day. I will explain. But I have to tell you, there was a guy on Facebook yesterday that attacked or went after a new tax revenue that is on a ballot initiative for a new tax revenue. In Georgia, we have this thing called SPLOST. We have E-SPLOST, T-SPLOST, FLOST. I mean, you can get a special tax for anything. It's just a penny, folks. Just a penny. It's only a penny. I mean, my God, it's only a penny. And then once you vote it in, it lasts for 6 years. And then not only do they put it and hide it on a ballot initiative, the tax, in an off-year election, they campaign as though it's not a new tax, it's just renewing. And that bothers me. That bothers me because it bothers me because you renew your driver's license. And if your driver's license runs out, you don't have a driver's license. But you renew your driver's license, right? You renew your fishing license. Well, it's not a new tax. No, we've been taking it from you for years. It expires. Remember in this country, I got to get out of this. I mean, I don't know what happens to me some days. It's Thursday. It's cold. The computer didn't work when I started. Now I'm all out of sorts. But you know what? You remember what was the deal? Have they ever kept their word? Toll booths, right? Some have. But you go up and down the East Coast of the United States, Interstate 95. If you went from Florida to New York City, you better have about $70 in your pocket, maybe more, just for the tolls. Delaware Turnpike, this bridge, that tunnel, this tunnel. Going over the bridge to go from Pennsylvania to Jersey, the Delaware Water Gap. You got to go up the Turnpike. There's throw the tokens in there, right? Now it's easy as Peach Pass. Just we'll bill you. Anyhow, that being said, all the tolls were supposed to come off when we paid for the highways, the interstates. So, yesterday I read this article. Now, they're all up in arms, and I want you to follow this, okay? I want you to follow this, and I might work on it some more tomorrow because I lost 10 minutes. But before we get to the Georgia Hour, I don't even know if I have enough information for the Georgia Hour. Yeah, I got enough information. I mean, there's things I don't want to talk about because, like, on what day are they going to stop me from talking? I thought they did this morning on my computer. Now, the Georgia Hour is at 10 o'clock. But before I get there, all right, let me tell you what's going on here. Unbeknownst to you, because God knows they're talking about Steve Bannon in third. They've got an MTG quote up, or they got Steve Bannon up, or they got Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson up, or they got Laura Loomer over here. They got bada bing, bada boom. They got, Erica Kirk over here going like this. I'm sorry. Was that wrong? All right, whatever, okay? I mean, that's just the way it's going to be today. Anyhow, it's all over the map. So, 2026 is coming up, midterms, right? We got the shutdown, bada bing, bada boom. But this article, if you get a minute, I'm not telling you it's great. I'm just telling you it's very intriguing. Now, they are so upset. See, we're at a crossroads. Now, let me say this because somebody sent me some messages, Voter GA, a press conference. We are at a crossroads of possibly, I'm not going to say in my lifetime, but probably pretty close to my lifetime. We're at a crossroads where we may find out, number 7, the truth about voting. Right? We may. And, Donald Trump said the other day, what's worse, the NBA players cheating at probably much else, or the Democrats cheating on elections? The 2020 presidential election being rigged and stolen is far bigger scandal, right? Now, we're coming up on 2026. I'm going to throw this in here, right? Because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to bring it back up with the Georgia Hour. We'll throw it in here. Ready? Where's the Democrats? There it is. Give me number 85. Now, this is, if I've got people just tune in for the Georgia Hour, so I got to go back. But we're going to throw this in. I'm going to explain this to you, okay? What's going on? AJC poll, Georgia Democrats express growing distrust in election systems. Now, at first, there's a possibility of you thinking they're finally on our side. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. Don't take that as Democrats being on our side. Take that down. Now, we are on the edge in America of actually finding out the results in elections across the country. And Democrats know that. That's why Pritzker, that's why Gavin Newsom, right? Now, I read this article, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to reiterate one more time. Don't take what I'm saying as this is a great article, but it's a good read. It's very lengthy. It takes a lot. But number 18, if you go to the Atlantic and you pull this up, Donald Trump's plan to subvert the midterms is already underway. Our election system is reaching a breaking point. So what this article is saying, it gives a scenario, right? Remember in 2020, when Trump claimed victory before the mail-in ballots, before the bags were found, before the Pennsylvania truck driver delivered his, before the van pulled in Detroit, before the toilet sprung a leak in Atlanta. List goes on, right? Remember Brad Raffensperger on TV basically saying, this is a done deal. And then bada bing, bada boom. And they shut off counting. Right? Now, this article has the entire scenario once again played out, that it would look like Arizona, Yuma County, is that the county, Arizona? It would look like that Republicans early in the night would retain power. Donald Trump would come out, right, in 2026, claim victory, and we won, name the states. In the middle of the night, we would hear that mail-in ballots and others tightening up coming in. Donald Trump would deploy in advance military to the streets. No, I'm serious. Start seizing voting machines. I'm serious. You got to read the article. It goes through the complete scenario that they think is going to happen and they are preparing for. Absolutely no joke at all. That is happening. Give me number 130, I think. 137. What the heck was that? Just wait. I mean, Pentagon orders National Guard to establish quick reaction forces for civil unrest and riots, right? $136. Trump says he's ready to send more than the National Guard into the cities. So, Schlacken, that's Schlacken from Michigan, the no troops in our street Act. Video 6.
One of the things that you wanted to talk about today is the No Troops in Our Streets Act, and that comes upon more news on that front. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I just felt the need to lay out sort of popping a flare on the authoritarianism that we are seeing and the playbook that is being run by the president, whether he knows it or not. And one of the things that, I think most Americans don't like to see is troops in our streets. And he's flirted with not just putting National Guard on the streets, but putting active duty military on the streets, giving them law enforcement responsibilities to arrest, to detain. And so I just realized as a new senator that there's not an easy way to immediately, pull back on the president if he's putting troops against the will of local authorities in someone's streets. And so I put out a bill yesterday that does that, basically, and would allow us to have a voice when troops from Texas are being put into Chicago or when he wants to federalize uniformed military.
See, what we're trying to do is put mechanisms in place so when we steal the next election, you see, there's 2 more elections that Donald Trump has. Executive power, commander-in-chief power, that's 2026, right, and 2028. 2026 and 2028. They want to make sure that they have all their I's dotted and T's crossed to steal the midterms. We are on the edge with what President Trump is doing. Executive orders, things that are ready to happen in Fulton County. We are on the edge of finding out the truth, absolute truth, and actually getting the results of elections, maybe once again. No joke. Now, Arctic frost, right? And in the interest of time, because we got to get ready for the Georgia hour, we have 139. Let's do the Tulsi Gabbard first. FBI opposes push for Gabbard to take lead on counterintelligence. The FBI made a disclosure in a pointed letter that underscores broader concern over House bill that would give more authority to Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence. I can't go through there completely. Give me number 41. Officials access to FBI files in Charlie Kirk case drew pushback. The head of the National Counterterrorism Center examined FBI files in the last several weeks to investigate whether the man charged with the assassination of Charlie Kirk had support from someone else, a foreign power, another entity, according to multiple people with knowledge of the matter. All right? Yes, we're getting the runaround here. Hang tight. Hold on, Diane. I got to go through here instead of just browsing around. Hopefully I can find this. Give me number 72. Breaking: FBI blocks Tulsi Gabbard's office from investigating whether a foreign power was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. According to the New York Times, we just showed you this, anonymous insiders, FBI Director Kash Patel crushed efforts by Tulsi Gabbard's closest advisor, Joe Kent, to investigate whether or not foreign power was involved in the assassination. One would wonder why they're doing that. Now, that is one I think we should keep an eye on. So, number 82, here's another one at the interest of time, right? Senate Judiciary Republicans. Initially designed by Biden-era architects to target President Trump, the indiscriminate Arctic Frost investigation exploded into include 430 Republican organizations and individuals. Evolution of Arctic Frost: Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco, Jack Smith, Christopher Wray going after Donald Trump, 9 members of Congress, 92 Republican organizations and individuals, 197 subpoenas for 430 Republican entities and individuals. Give me video 2. Methuselah looks great. He really does. Video 2, Methuselah.
I've recently been informed by Verizon that at least 11 members with Verizon accounts were affected. That includes a hard line for Senator Cruz's office and a staffer's cell phone for former Senator Loeffler. AT&T informed me they challenged the legal basis for Jack Smith's efforts, and Smith backed down.
Yep. You will not see Arctic Frost in any, give me number 91, any, not a single report out there. This is enormous. This has got Watergate and Nixon and Haldeman and all the above. Last days in office, Biden's auto pen executive orders should be void, right? So we have, they're worried about the boat attacks. They're worried about shutting down the government. SNAP, people starving to death. Just saying. But remember this, it's okay if they buy or spend $1 trillion. I can't pronounce this lady's first name. It throws me. But remember this, number 32. I mean, there was a time when AOC and Bernie Sanders was out there and we laughed. And then this guy came out, number 32, in 2019. Bill Gates was saying we had to stop cow flatulence, eat fake meat, and get to net zero emissions. And this guy right here, a billionaire at one time, richest man in the world, was pushing AOC and Bernie Sanders and others to pass, right, the Green New Deal under a different name. Well, let's do the side-by-side video 1.
Was how great a problem bovine flatulence is. Nobody knows how to get rid of
No one knows how to get cows to stop farting.
Exactly. Or burping. And so there is artificial meat, but that's at a very early stage. If it was a 50% reduction, then you could ignore, okay, leave the cows alone. But because we're trying to avoid the temperature continuing to go up, you do need to go to zero.
Not just everything should be solely for climate.
Wasn't the goal here to improve human lives? Climate is super important, but has to be considered in terms of overall human welfare.
It's almost like two different guys. Oh, but, well, you know, we did get the Green New Deal passed basically under the guise of different names with Joe Biden. Number 33, let's keep this in mind. A couple things before we go here. Looking at the clock. Are you aware there's making major changes at CBS? U.S. NATO ambassador, Ukraine will receive $2 billion in U.S. weapons in the coming months. And then Zelensky's over here, number 34, saying he's laying out how much. Zelensky says he needs European support to fight Russia for another 2-3 years. Another 2-3 years. Keep it going. 25. Did you guys, this is worth going and watch. The governor of Louisiana is putting a stop to state universities paying out these coaches. I mean, you lose and you get multi-million dollar payouts. Louisiana governor takes brutal swipe at LSU director over 132 million mistakes and claims he'd rather Donald Trump pick the next head coach at LSU. Right? Brian Kelly is out. He doesn't care. I mean, what has he got? 40 million? How many million did he walk away with to get fired? Quite the severance package. Number 26. Have you realized that things are changing over at CBS? We'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. CBS News fires 2 more. They are looking at competing. This lady is in her 40s, 27, the new CEO of CBS News. Weiss lays off the network Wednesday morning. She is cleaning house. They're leaving left and right if they're woke, and she's going after Scott Jennings at CNN. She plans to make a run at Fox News. Absolutely. Let's see. There's a lot we didn't get to today. I'll talk about that tomorrow. We do need to move that over to tomorrow. I got one here at Brian Kemp. Oh, I want to leave with this one, number 75. Shout out to our friends in Pennsylvania, because we're talking about PSC races in Georgia, governor's race in Virginia, right? Mayoral race in New York City, and governor's race in New Jersey. Pennsylvania has Supreme Court justices on the ballot. These 3 Supreme Court justices, now they're not lifetime picks in Pennsylvania, and they do not get an opponent. There's a vote basically of no confidence. It's a removal vote. All the judges at certain times come up for the state of Pennsylvania. Their citizens can remove their judges. Vote no. Vote no to retention, and that's what it is. You're going in and you're saying, no, I do not want to retain these judges. These PA Supreme Court judges shut down small businesses, churches, schools during COVID. The power of these judges. This is a big election in Pennsylvania. This is very big. So when they want to get the mood of the world, the mood in the country, and they say, well, New York City, Jersey, Virginia, Pennsylvania, what they will do on these 3 judges, it's a vote no to retention. That's how it is on the ballot. You just vote no, and they remove them. That's a big one coming Tuesday. I didn't want to miss that. Now, we're going to get ready for the Georgia Hour. The Georgia Hour is 1 hour. We focus on Georgia. every day. I apologize this morning for getting a late start with a computer glitch over here. Well, I might say, did you see all? I didn't put the graphic up. I'll find it in a break. Did you see all the sheriffs that have endorsed Burt Jones to be the next governor of Georgia? Well, Diane, let's take a break. And I know I always tell you to make sure you're right back here at 10 o'clock, but I think that should go for me. I'm a little nervous of what happened to my computer today. That really bothered me. We'll see you at 10 o'clock for the Georgia Hour. I've got a good one for the Viking dude of Cherokee County. Take a break.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, it's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Hi. How are you? Diane, I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to look at a couple pictures here. How are you doing, folks? Just give me a second. I want to send you another one here. I want to get the one where all the sheriffs, the high sheriff that have endorsed Burt Jones. Let's get that one. I want to get that one really quick before we get this. So is that his name? Burt Jones. So here you go. It's going to be hard to figure this one out, Diane, because it's the graphics, but you can go look at it. All right. So I'm your host, BKP. Sorry, I'm not trying to stall you. Okay. Now, one more. Let's go ahead and put this one up when you get it, Diane. After I know I should be ready, but there you go. How are you today? I'm your host, BKP. It's time for the Georgia Hour, brought to you by voiceofruralamerica.com. I'm your host, BKP. Now, let me say just a couple things before we get deep into it. We are together. We have set the tone. If we can take this and run with it, this is our chance. We have this opportunity. Now, Tuesday, today is Thursday. I know if I say that 3 times, you'll know it's Thursday. But Tuesday, I went over to Golden Corral. And I went over to Golden Corral. Well, I mean, it's not like I wanted to go to Golden Corral Tuesday, but the MAGA group meets there every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. Great group of people. We love all of our Patriot friends over there. And I was their guest speaker. And I was honored to do it. But I have been waiting for the platform to put out my deja vu all over again. This is where we're at. Are we going to let this happen again? You know, fool me once, right? Shame on you. All right. Well, not just shame. We want some of you to go to jail. Fool me twice, right? Don't get fooled again, right? If I knew then what I know now, give a shout out to the Viking dude at Cherokee County. He hit it. He sent me a nice little ooh la la video, right? Remember that? Rod Stewart. Thank you very much. But we laid that out. And today is October 30th, but we said it's the 28th, 2027. All these candidates, we got one on here, has surfaced. Brian Kemp, Brad Raffensperger, list goes on. But you know what? At that time, we didn't know COVID. We didn't know they were going to steal an election. Bada bing, bada boom. A lot of things we did not know would take place. But not again. And that was the core. And I will tell you this, and I'm going to get out of the way. That has set a tone all across the state. And I'm not bragging about the speech or nothing. I'm serious. You did it. Okay, I made the speech. I took the chances, and they are chances. I mean, you do not call out these multi in the hundreds millionaire. You don't call them out. You don't do what I did. You don't pull Superman's cape. You don't spin into the wind. But that would be me, BKP. So we did it. We've laid it out. We're not going to let it happen again. We are awake. Every one of us out here, we're awake to the fact that, you know, I put a highlight, and leave that up there for a minute. I'll show you something here. I put a highlight on the fact that Brian Kemp, Trump endorsed 2017, 2018, right? We had Hunter. What's Hunter's last name or second name or middle name, right? We had Hunter. We had Mike Williams. We had Clay Tippins, right? Remember Clay Tippins? We had Casey Cagle. We had Brian. So when you see 5 or 6 candidates in the governor's race, now we thought in 2017, going into 2018, where we sit today, 10/30/2025, we thought at that same time in 2017, we had a pretty good crop of candidates for governor. We thought we did. So I'm not attacking a single candidate. I'm just highlighting, we got 5 governor candidates. Are we good? We have a governor candidate that's very, very, very to the 10th power wealthy, or has a wealthy family that has Donald Trump's endorsement. Are we good? Now, we have to grab this and run with it. Our election integrity, top people around the state, the Joe Rossies, the paper ballot please, whoever out there, the people that have poured every ounce, every single ounce. I know so many of you from Macon to South Georgia, right to the Florida line, right to the Gators over in Grady County. I mean, all the way down to Savannah, down there where the red lip girl lives. Every corner you have fought legislation for years. You have fought SB 202, 189, Dominion voting machines, lawsuit after. If you take the group of candidates now and you do not pull them in your direction or check them off as satisfactory, well, you get what you get. Right? So I'm going to be over at Golden Corral with the MAGA group on 12/16. We're going to do part two. Part two, because we're not going to get fooled again. All right? I mean, they're coming after me. They are. They're mad about what I said. I'm not supposed to say these things because, see, I'm a Republican and they are not. Now, I'm going to ask you one question. One question. Do you have a candidate? Now, I see all the pictures. They're at this farm. They're at that farm. They're at a pig picking here, and they're at a pig picking there, and here a pig, there a pig, everywhere. They're at a barbecue, and they're back slapping, and they're on there with what the fudge, the little fat fudge, running around, right? I mean, I'm sorry. You know me. You know me, right? Donald Trump said it. Now, I don't like the word fat. I'm a little on the chubby side. I consider myself a little on the chubby side. But look here, let me ask you a question. Right? Now give me number 71. I'm just saying, we'll come back to that. Come here. Right? Here's Derek Dooley in the top left corner with the black glasses on with the thumb. Is that not the fat fudge? What the fudge? Right? That's fat fudge. He's right there. Now I have a problem or two with a button. I'm not attacking the old boy. I'm not. I mean, he's got 20 million liquid. He's got liquid, 20 million. God forgive me for calling him the fat fudge. But he is. Anyhow, moving right along. Go back to the Burt Jones. But, they're all backslapping. So I got a question for you, right? We're going to get to some things you got to see today. But I have a question. Has there been one Secretary of State candidate, one, right? One Secretary of State candidate, one governor, candidate for governor, the governor, one candidate for lieutenant governor that is actually campaigning and quoting Donald Trump. I've heard one or two say paper ballots. Have you heard them say same-day voting? Have you heard no more mail-in ballots? Have you heard a candidate? What candidates have come the closest to saying that or campaigning exactly what President Donald Trump has said about elections? Right? Not a one. Well, I heard this one say they're in favor of paper ballots. Okay, they're in favor of same-day voting. They're in favor of counting the ballots at the precinct, hand counting at the precinct. Are they in favor of no more ending, no excuse absentee ballots? Now, I do know some candidate out there that has mentioned some of those things. We'll bring that up right now. Give me another one. Have you heard one single candidate for governor, lieutenant governor, anything, especially those two right there? Have you heard one of those candidates get on the stump and say, it's time to cut this behemoth bureaucracy in Georgia? It is time to answer to the people why we've gone up our budget $10 billion in 4 years. It is time to be the conservatives that Republicans are supposed to be. Anything? No. You won't hear them campaign like that. Now, Burt Jones has gone around. Now, this is going to get me. I shouldn't say this. No, this one's bad. Take that down, Diane. This is bad. I can't say that. I wouldn't be able to drive from here to South Georgia if I say what I was about to say. So we better hold on that one for right now. Come back to it later. So go ahead, take that off the screen. No, go ahead, put it back. Put it back. Go ahead, put it back. Put it back up there. Now, Burt Jones has all of these sheriffs that have endorsed him to be the next governor of Georgia, and you can go and look if your sheriff is on there. But let me tell you how this works, all right? The sheriffs in the state of Georgia, good people. They're not bad people. Let's not get me in trouble too fast. But they would like for certain things out of lawmakers down in Atlanta, right? And I'm going to say that what has happened here is there's some campaign promises that have been made. I'm just saying, right? Maybe your sheriff is going to be looked at a little better when it comes to the budget. I'm just saying that. Now, this is going to get me in more trouble than you know what to do with. All right? Now, these sheriffs are not endorsing him, right? Because they know, and this is my take, I haven't spoke to all of them, but they're not endorsing him because he's tough on crime. They're not endorsing him because he's going to go through Georgia and clean out all of the cartels. I don't think so. They're not endorsing him because they want in all of their counties election integrity and they want election crimes stopped in their counties. No, I don't see that to be the reason. So here's what I would like to recommend. I would like for you to find your sheriff on here and call your sheriff in your county, if they're on here, and ask your sheriff to tell you why they're endorsing Burt Jones for governor. Now, I'm okay with that. But I'd like for you to ask your sheriff on this list why they're endorsing him for governor and see what they tell you. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. By the time 2026 gets here, if I'm still here to talk about it, I'm not letting any of this go. Right? Now, you didn't hear me say anything negative about the sheriff on this list or pull out any names. But I've told you over there at Golden Corral the other day, I've told you over here 101 times, I do not like political stunts. I do not. I'm tired of them looking at me and telling me where they're going to end state income tax. If this guy sends me a message and he says, as a candidate, I'm going to cut the budget, it's over. The party is over with all of this explosion of money. Now, you're going to find agencies that are going to come out and say, we're underfunded, we're underfunded, we're underfunded, right? There are some, because every time they pass a budget, the money they put out there falls off into somebody's pocket. Look at how much funding we've put into schools and Richard Woods where we stand. So take that down. I should never put it back up because that one's going to land me. I'm just going to have to. If I had the money, I'd buy a new car today. All right. So that being said, let's move along here. I have it here somewhere. Now, brought this up a minute ago. Derek Dooley, number 71. This is, thank you, Tyler Harper, for an incredible pig-picking, politicking, and Oscilla, right? And there is Derek Dooley. And let's see, Brian Kemp campaigning for him this morning, number 70. Well said, leader. It is outrageous that Democrats like John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock are doing everything but voting to reopen the government. Now, this morning in the AJC, number 87. AJC Politics. Where does this end? Why Kemp opposes state bailout for food stamp programs. Now, Governor Brian Kemp is rejecting calls for Georgia to use its record surplus to keep food assistance flowing for more than 1.3 million residents if congressional lawmakers fail to strike a deal to reopen the government. The Republican told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution on Wednesday that he's concerned the state might not be reimbursed if it dips into the Georgia's $14.6 billion reserve fund to finance supplement food assistance programs. Now, that being said, okay, you could look at this a couple ways. Give me number 88. Despite a $14.6 billion surplus, state leaders say they can't bail out SNAP. As the federal shutdown drags on, the White House says funding for the nation's largest food assistance program has dried up. For roughly 1.3 million Georgians who rely on it, they're going to have to find another way to fill their pantries. Governor Brian Kemp says there is nothing the state can do to fill the gap. Democrats say there's an option if Republicans are willing to come to the table. During a news conference Monday morning, State Senator Nikita Merritt, Democrat from Grayson, said the governor could call a special session and task legislators with finding the money to keep SNAP, also known as food stamps, afloat. So, I want to ask you a question. Who gets the blame after today or tomorrow? Now, Trump's on his way home. President Trump said he's going to fix it, right? Democrats and Republicans are saying, well, we're talking now. But could Georgia use some of the money? Who gets the blame if EBT cards run out in Georgia? Republicans or Democrats? Who gets the blame? And will this, I know you don't think it has nothing to do with it, But will this affect in any way whatsoever Tuesday's PSC race? Will this energize Democrats? Anything and all things are out there. Now, who gets the win? Now, I will tell you this. Georgia's not going to use any of that money, all right? They're not going to use any of that money for the simple reason, all right, the very simple reason they're not going to use any of the money is they need it for campaign stunts. Absolutely. You have 14, right, $0.6 billion in surplus. Now, I'm not telling you to open the grain chutes and let it flow. I'm not telling you to just take this money and put it into SNAP or food stamps. But keep in mind, they're not going to let nothing happen to this $14.6 billion of your money, because as they give it back and as they use it for political stunts, right? Now, last time, Governor Kemp, what did he do in 2022? I told you this was going to happen in 2022. He drove all around the state and dropped off checks. So instead of them just passing a budget that helps certain areas in certain ways, Brian and Marty, the governors, drove all around the state and had these major media events dropping off checks. Oh, absolutely. Now, what he will do is, this is my guess, is next year he will have a budget signing event in probably about 5 or 6 places, or 3 or 4 at least, around the state, surrounded by lawmakers, where they drop off a check. So I'm just telling you right now, there's nothing going to happen to this $14.6 billion until it becomes time to give you back your money under the guise of actually buying your votes. This is political stunt money. And we'll be watching for it when the Georgia legislative session takes place. Now, that being said, give me this one here. Here's a number 81. If you don't do this for SNAP, what about early learning programs? What about TSA agents? What about the military, the National Guard? Where does this end? Why Kemp opposes state bailout of food stamp programs. So, who's going to pay the National Guard? Who's going to pay the school programs that come out of the federal funding? I tell you what, it's going to be quite interesting here in the next couple of days. Now, I want to go into something else. Diane, I want to take no more, because I want to set this up. I want to take about a 3-minute break. So watch for me to come back. We'll come back about 10:31. I want to take that much break and prepare, get my numbers together so I can put together my next segment here on elections in Georgia. Let's take to about 10:31. All right, and we'll come back. Take a brief break. Don't go anywhere.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting edge digital technology and state of the art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second to none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
Diane, I'm sending you a video. I know, I'm sorry. I should have all this together. I'm your host, BKP. Tell me if it comes through. Load it up and let's get it ready. Now, we have the two PSC races coming up next Tuesday. All right? Next Tuesday, the two PSC races. Go ahead and load that video up, and I'll let you know when I want to run it if you have it. So this morning in the AJC, I'm your host, BKP. You're watching the Georgia Hour. The Georgia Hour brought to you by Voice of Rural America. 85. I had to regroup because I didn't want to go down a road. I started looking at some things, and I want to make sure I stay focused on Tuesday. Georgia has all 5 PSC. Republicans have all 5 PSC seats in Georgia. And if you feel they've done a good job, Republicans own it. If you feel they've done a bad job, Republicans own it. Whoever can convince someone of the latter wins. So if you can convince someone, if enough Republicans will come out and vote, and you can convince said Republicans that it's, they've done a good job and we need them for the future to protect our power bills. Okay. But then what about the other side? Because the AJC, now I'm not attacking Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. I'm serious as can be. I did not write the article in the AJC concerning the certificate of need. I did not write the article in the AJC, or did I? I want to come back to this. I did not put out this right here. I didn't do it. Number 13. I didn't write the article about the data centers. I haven't put out the videos. Keep Georgia strong, 10 billion in data centers. I did not do this. Now, this is not a coincidence that this has come out right before the PSC race. This is number 14. Keep Georgia strong. This is a group that is supporting Chris Carr, right? We didn't do that here. That's running. We're reporting. Now, let's go back here to number 85. We have 2 PSC races going on, and the AJC, it's never a coincidence. They do not report things. Like I've always said, one of my favorite days is when Republicans think the media likes them. The AJC poll, Georgia Democrats express growing distrust in election system. For much of the last decade, it was Republicans who questioned the integrity of Georgia's elections. Now, a growing share of Democrats are voicing doubt of their own. In the latest AJC poll, more than 1/3 of Democrat primary voters say they're either not so confident or not at all confident that the 2026 primary will be conducted fairly and accurately. Now, I'm going to tell you why this groundwork, because that's what they do, is being laid out there a couple days before a PSC race, right? Go to the video. This is one of the candidates, I think Democrat. Go to the video. Let's roll this video about the PSC race on the Democrat side.
There's 3 things that I can do, and I think that I can work across the aisle with at least 2 of the other commissioners that will still be there on the commission. Those 3 things are, number 1, making data centers pay their fair share. They are getting a sweetheart deal on the power that they're receiving with the infrastructure we have today, and we're building a massive amount of new, expensive fossil fuel power infrastructure for those data centers, so more bill increases are coming down the pike. The second thing is to give the fair value to solar. Right now, the thumb is on the scale for fossil fuels. And so giving back the value of solar, that will help to lower power bills.
So he feels, he knows the data center is a winning issue right now for Democrats. It really is. He knows that. And he talks about the fossil fuel, the power plants. I did not bring this up. The AJC did. There's people across the state that are really fighting these data centers. We need 10 new power plants. We need enough power plants. We need enough power plants in Georgia built in the equivalent of 10 plant Vogels. 10. We need that much more power in Georgia. How do you say there'll be no increases? None. Just saying, right? But he said he knows of 2. And I know of a couple PSC members. I know of a couple PSC members, maybe more than a couple, but they're actually Democrats. They are Democrats, right? And he said, I know I can work with at least 2. Well, guess what? That would be a majority. That would be a majority. If you can work with 2, you could pull over, you would have a majority. So I'm just telling you right now, the PSC race next week, you're down to whether you trust that Republicans will be able to take the PSC and hold the line on what we're going to have in the amount of electricity generated for all of these, data centers and not increase. There's a lot of money being spent around municipalities. You may say, well, I'm not seeing an ad. Well, maybe you don't have that municipal race in a city like Sandy Springs, in a city like Atlanta, other cities all across the state that are primarily Democrat. That's where they're running those PSC ads. Oh, yes. And they're talking about the data centers, and they're spending an enormous amount of money because that's bringing out the Democrats. Now, I'm going to show you something. I sent you a Sally Grubhub attack, but I don't want it right now. All right, 85. Democrats. 1/3 of Democrat primary voters say they have no confidence or not at all confident in the 2026 primary that will be conducted fairly or accurately. Give me 86. Here's a little bit of the poll. That's more than double share from October 2024 when just 16%. Here is an AJC poll, very confident. Now, I'm not saying that this polling data is perfect, but I want to break down a couple things in here. How confident are you that the 2026 primary election in Georgia will be conducted fairly and accurately? Democrat voters, very confident, 25%. Wait a minute. Are you telling me? Republican voters, 35% are very confident. Somewhat confident, 39%. Somewhat confident, 45%. Not so confident, 20%. Right? And Democrats, 6%, and Republicans. So, don't know. Meanwhile, 80% of likely GOP primary voters say they have faith in the integrity of next year's vote, and only 6% say they are not confident at all. It's almost in inverse of what the party stood last year. Wait a minute. As many as 2/3 of GOP voters expressed doubts about Georgia elections. Wait a minute. Can you help me with this? Are they telling me that we're down to 6% of Republicans that are not confident in the elections, and add not so confident makes it 19%? Is that what they're telling us? Are they trying to shrink Donald Trump's voice? Are they trying to tell the Republican candidates, don't talk about elections, ignore it? What I put up today, pay attention. It's going to develop. Watch what happens with what they have done and why they're laying this groundwork, because it will develop and it's coming. All right. I've had people say to me, we're now working with as many Democrats in some places as we are Republicans that are concerned about the election system. I wonder if there's something to that. All right. The Kemps, I just want to ask a question. I'm going to show you a couple things from internationally, right? Give me number 77. Now, I just want to put this out here. Japan, there's Marty. Marty leaves her tiara at home. I pause. Is Marty wearing sneakers? Hold on a minute. Marty got them comfortable shoes. Them shoes will take Marty anywhere. There's comfortable shoes. Those shoes would take Marty anywhere. Even Japan, South Korea. Japan is a key market. There they are again. Number 78. I mean, I've only got 2 or 3 here. There's the governors, right? Here again. Number 79. At a tire shop. I want to ask, do you think it's possible that Donald Trump bumped into Brian Kemp over there? I'm just wondering. Do you think it's possible Brian Kemp bumped in to Donald Trump over there? So let me ask you a question. I've got 2 more things I want to do before we get out today. Wow, it's cold. 89 on the AJC. This is on purpose. Every bit of this is on purpose. AJC poll shows bipartisan discontent with Trump's handling of the Epstein files. Number 90, Epstein pressure. Has President Trump's administration been transparent enough to in releasing files about Jeffrey Epstein? That question is fueling a new political fault line in Georgia. The president enraged some of his supporters by backtracking, right? Trump essentially told advocates pressing for more details to move on, right? Now, that being said, I've got to make a statement here. This is going to take explanation at a later time. If this lady, which I probably have already given it away, I know I've got it here somewhere, Diane. I want to bring this up for a reason, and I know I have it here. Just stay with me, Diane. It won't take me but a second. I have it right here. I know people get frustrated when I go to looking for things and I can't find them. There's down that line. Down that line. There it is. Give me number 47. Right now, today, because a week is an eternity in politics. And the reason I keep bringing this lady up who does not like me, who I have sent message after message, will not be on this program. Before I ran for Congress, I helped run my family's construction business. I know what it means to work hard, make payroll, and take care of the people who depend on you. The American people gave us the White House, the House, and the Senate, full control, and Republicans have a responsibility to deliver for our country. I'm disgusted with our own party isn't fixing Obamacare. Give me video 5, Obamacare. And then come back.
10 years. Yeah, I think, we're moving beyond 10 years. They've done absolutely nothing, proposed absolutely nothing on health care. It's obvious they lose the health care fight, and that's what this debate's about right now.
Well, they have been 10 years of waiting to announce potentially whatever their health plan is supposed to be. 10 years people have been waiting for it. We haven't had it. Now they're facing, obviously, the D-Day of November 1st. November 1st, that's when people go hungry. That's when people can't find enough money in their small allotment of money to buy food, to put food on the table. That's what's John Thune yesterday on the floor of the United States Senate. I was shocked given his nature.
John's a mild-mannered guy.
Yes, yeah. I was
I love it at the end,
10 years. Marjorie Taylor Greene, now you're in Georgia here. Marjorie Taylor Greene would fit right at that panel discussing this issue. I'm disgusted with our own party isn't fixing Obamacare, saving Social Security, or actually solving problems. The American people are our customers and we owe them results. I'm not going to sit back and watch weak leadership squander the opportunity we fought so hard to win. Now, what can she do as a member of Congress? What can she do? She's not going to sit back and watch weak leadership. Now, she has totally thrown the Georgia Republican Party, not just the party, the Georgia Republican Party totally under the bus. All right? Now, she did some things for Josh McCoon. She endorsed Josh McCoon. Now, I'm just going to say it, all right? You can't find it out there. But Josh McCoon and his wife, Jacqueline McCoon, are basically down in Butts County working for and supporting Burt Jones for governor. That's right. She gave enormous amounts of money to the Georgia Republican Party, right? She supported the Georgia Republican Party. I'm telling you, she endorsed Josh McCoon for chair of the Georgia Republican Party. She helped them when they needed it to get rid of me, the Georgia Republican Party. She has called it a good old boys club. Yes. Now, she has washed her hands generally. Her comments, not mine. We can go through them all and show you with the Georgia GOP. She is not happy with the candidates. She's not happy with Mike Collins over at the Senate, Derek Dooley or Buddy Carter. She's not happy with Burt Jones, Chris Carr, or any of the Republican candidates for governor. She's not. So I don't know what she plans to do, but she's not going to sit back. She got very angry at Sally Grubhub when Sally Grubhub went on John Frederick's show and said she did not see a woman. Now, was that a slip? She didn't see a woman at the top of the ticket for Senate or governor, and that's not a quote, but Sally Grubhub, I'm going to show you in a minute. I mean, Sally's a nasty person. I'll just put it like that, okay? I mean, she is. She gently, and I'm going to show you how she does it. She gently tries to cut your throat. I could have put it a different way, but she tries to do it in the nicest, kindest way. And she'll even stop and say a prayer before she puts a knife in your back. She will. I'm just telling you. I'm going to show you in a minute, all right? Now, so that being said, what this lady is doing, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, she can't do the things. She is really hitting all the podcasts. She is hitting CNN. She is hitting, they agree with her. Patricia Murphy wrote an article saying I was wrong about Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I'm not going to sit back and watch weak leadership squander. She doesn't like Mike Johnson, the opportunity we fought so hard to win. So A, she's going to really make Brian Kemp angry and run for Senate. Could happen. B, she's going to really make Burt Jones and others very unhappy. She's not going to have Donald Trump's endorsement and run for governor. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a mending offenses with MTG and BKP. This is not. I'm just studying politics. If this lady steps out and runs for governor, of Georgia, I predict, one, she will be the Republican nominee, not Burt Jones, even though Burt Jones is Trump endorsed. She'll be able to just swipe that endorsement away from him, not from Donald J. Trump. I don't want to confuse that, but she will be able to go out there and show you her red hat. She will be able to go out there and put her red dress and her blue dress on and put her red hat on and remind everybody. I mean, you might be a little MAGA angry with her right now, but she can snatch that right out of Burt Jones's hands in a heartbeat. And there's a side of me that says if she's the Republican nominee for governor, she could possibly win. I just really feel there's a side of me that she could possibly win. Now, before we go, let me make sure. I wonder if Brian Kemp is over there setting himself up for 2028. I wonder if he bumped in to Donald Trump while he was there. Now, we have a primary in New Jersey. I don't think I numbered them, Diane. I am really sorry. I owe you a big apology, but I sent you a graphic. With from Lisa Pierce. Do you have that one? I'm sorry. Yes. So Lisa Pierce is going she is what county is she the chair of? I forget the name. She's county chair. Good morning from the farm. It is going to be a very busy day as I am getting myself and Muddy, she has a dog, ready for a trip to New Jersey from Georgia tomorrow. We are going to knock doors for Republican candidate Jack Ciattarelli for governor. Have a wonderful Thursday, everyone. So now, let me say this. Josh McCoon, the Georgia Republican Party, Sally Grubbs, the Georgia Republican Party first vice chair, they have done a horrific job in trying to unify and pull everybody together. They just have. They have no interest in putting Upson County, thank you. Yes, I do. I should have never checked my messages. We'll check. Let me see what we have here. All right, I will read it later. Sorry, sidetrack. Focus, BKP. Now, so Upson County, she's the GOP chair of Upson County Republican Party. I spoke to Lisa. She has everything in place. She's been working very, very hard for the PSC race. She's worked on door knocking or putting people together, phone banking, all the above in her district. The RNC is really pouring a lot of funds and all hands on deck in New Jersey. They are. The RNC thinks that they really think we're going to win New Jersey. And I know this is the Georgia hour and it upsets you. But the Republican Party, Georgia Republican Party National Committee woman, RNC, Amy Kramer, has gone to New Jersey to help the RNC. The RNC has a bunch of different things going on in New Jersey. They are putting all hands on deck from all across the country. There's people all across the country the RNC is bringing in from different states to help push New Jersey. Okay? And this is big. New Jersey goes to Jack Ciattarelli. So Lisa's going to go tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. And she's going to help, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, try to help get out the vote for Jack Ciattarelli from Georgia. Now, whether you agree with it or not, the Georgia GOP, I've talked to so many county chairs, they are not attempting to unify and really bring people together in this election. They've sent out a mailer. Yes, they did. They sent out a mailer. But now, can you give me Sally Grubbs? This is the first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party. She is a bad person. Okay. Sally's not a good. Now, this is Sally's attack.
You didn't send me Sally's.
Oh, my.
All I have
Check
is
your.
I have a cat. I have the sheriff's.
Don't mess with my cat.
And I've got Lisa. That's all I have.
Really? Okay, you don't have to tell God and country. Why do you always tell God and country? I mean, you can just say I didn't send it instead of making it sound like, look at how bad it is that you didn't do it. I mean, you just go on and on and on. I know I make like 18 mistakes, 18 during the 2 shows. I know that. She's right here, right at the end of the show. She has to tell God and country, I got this, I got this, I got this. We all know. You're not new to the show that I don't send her half the stuff. Sorry, Diane. Just trying to lighten the mood. So I want to show you this before we go, because I really get tired of this, because they always want to unify everybody. So did I send it to you now? I know it takes a minute to get it up. So Lisa's going to go up there. So this is Sally Grubhub. So thankful for all of you who are working hard in Georgia to turn out the vote for municipal races that are special elections, such as SD 35 in Cobb and Fulton, and for Tim and Fitz making calls, canvassing, making such a big difference. I appreciate those who put Georgia first, right? Thank you to our awesome partners, Greater Georgia, right? And Turning Point, working together to get it done. Let me tell you something. That's a clear shot. Those putting Georgia first. These are not good people. They're not. They're bad people. Bad people. I'm just telling you. So that's her attacking, in my opinion, because it's not there, her attacking people like Amy Kramer, the national RNC committee woman for Georgia, and Lisa Pierce, Georgia first. I don't know. They are a piece of work, these people are. Let me get out of here. It's cold. Send me text messages. In fact, I got to go through all the text messages you've sent me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Diane, get us out of here.